So class, we've been working on place values for the last few days now, so we're just going to go ahead and keep going over that. So our vocabulary for this unit has been so far greater than, when a number is larger than the other. At this point, I would give students two numbers, like 50 and 4, and I would ask them which one is greater, and they'd have to put it in a sentence. For example, 50 is greater than 4. Less than, the definition is when a number is smaller than another. I would do the same thing for smaller than when I give them two numbers and have to tell me which one is less than the other in a sentence form. The place value, the definition of this word is the value of a digit based on its position. We've been talking about hundreds, tens, and ones for this unit, so that is why this is red. So a digit, the definition for a digit is a symbol used to write numbers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, this goes all the way up to like millions upon millions of numbers. So for my part of my activity for this unit, what we're going to do is I have gone ahead and color-coded all of the different place values for the students. So I would call each student up one by one, and I'd have them write out, like, for 154, what does the 1 represent? And they would do 100. I'd be like, great job. And then the 3 represents 300, the 4 represents 400, and the 7 represents 700, and each student would have a chance to come up and write that on the board. I would pick it with like popsicle sticks. And then the same for the same numbers, just the place values are marked differently. So the 5 would be 50, the 4 would be 40, the 9, 90, and this 4 is also 40. And then for the ones place, it would be 4, 7, 6, and 9. And then I would come back and I would tie in the vocabulary again. So 100 is greater than 50, 50 is greater than 4, and then so on and so forth. After we did all this, we would go ahead and I would give each student a worksheet. The worksheet would look similar to this. What's really nice about this worksheet is that they did the first 3 for the students, so that way they can kind of get an idea of each place value. And then for the students with visual impairments, this would be enlarged quite a bit, that way they can see better. For a student with ADHD, they would be allowed to have like a fidget toy of some kind in the class. And then for the students with communication disorders, they will be allowed to use a laptop or a tablet in class, that way they can communicate if they have any questions. What's really nice about an assignment like this is it gives all the children a chance to come up and write on the board. That way, if you do have a communication disorder or anything like that, you don't get left out. For my ELL students, depending on where they were at, I would work one-on-one with all of them, or I'd have a co-teacher in the class with me to help them. I would also provide flashcards with our vocabulary words on them so they could take them home and study it further at home. And that is my lesson on place values. Yay!